randomly. We're live. Hold on. Hopefully that works. Probably not. Alright, there's ducks quacking in the background. They look so cute. Oh, I just realized that I need to pick up my laundry from downstairs. Damn it. Should have done that. Just realized my laundry is ready. Should have done that. Should have picked up my laundry before I went live, but it is what it is. What's up, Pomp? What's going on? Miss Walsh, too. Miss Walsh is here. We got Linda. Welcome in, Linda. Congratulations, by the way. Congratulations in October. Hopefully your family's been well, my friend. We got Cat, too. Oh, I know, Linda. I know. I should say Mrs. Walsh. We got Mystic too. We got Mystic and Cat. Welcome in, everyone. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. 10 too. 10's in chat. Awesome. Mr. Palms in chat. Good to see everyone here. Mr. Orpheus. Well, alive with Noah. What an awesome start to the new week. Good start. Good start. Good start. I got my spooky Halloween wedding. No way, Linda. That's awesome. Good for you. Good for you. What was it like? Let me know. The aesthetic must have been wonderful. Nice and Halloween. Nice and Halloween. Halloween's every day. Every day's Halloween. Hey, John. Welcome in. What's up, John? Good to see you, homie. Happy Sunday. How's everyone been? Hopefully everyone's been well. It's starting to get windy out. Really windy. It was just 55 degrees, and now it's freaking about to be 30. Every day's Halloween. Every day's freaking Halloween. Hell yeah, dude. How's everyone's Sunday doing? Linda says, it was lovely and whimsical and everything I wanted. Good. Good. Glad to see you were happy. And every day is Halloween. Yep. Best day. Best day that day when you and James got married. That's awesome. That must have been so whimsical. Good for you, Linda. Hey, Jay, welcome in, homie. Thank you so much, Jay. You did not have to do that. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Good to see you here, my man. How have you been? So, what it was last night we uploaded a video, so now that video just got launched and it's all ready to go. But now there's going to be another investigation coming out next Saturday. Apologies for being a little bit late on yesterday's video. I know for a lot of you that live in the UK, you got that Saturday video on Sunday. So apologies. I tried so hard to get that out on Saturday. And technically I did. 20 minutes until Saturday ended yesterday. At least in my time zone. But that investigation, there was a lot of noises that I did not realize was happening until post, which is usually the case with ghost hunting, right? There's a lot of times where we hear things when we review the footage and not while in the moment. So we got a lot of that last night. What's up, Ryan? Ryan's in chat too. Hell yeah. Hopefully everything's been well, brother. Hey, Fawn, got your sweet tea? Let me know. John says, I've practically written one book. Okay. But the first book is about 2 alien children on Earth. That's sick, dude. So you're done with writing that one book, right? Is it complete? I love it, Mystic. Glad that everything's okay. Just gelling like a felon. I love it. I love it. John says, I've decided my witch book is going to be a witch that lives for 2,400 years and has all the vibes of medieval and modern witches and is a book about a villainous witch. That's sick. You always have amazing stories. Very creative. Happy to have Kat here too. Thank you for the support, Kat. That means a lot. How is Ryan doing today? Oh, it's 80% done. Okay. 80%. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Jay says, sorry if I haven't been catching your stuff. My notifications have been screwed up lately. Just got them back. Oh, thank you, homie. Don't apologize for nothing, brother. Honestly, it's probably under my end because I don't know, or maybe YouTube. I don't know. I feel like not a lot of people are getting my notifications. I assume that since I'm a small channel YouTube doesn't really give a crap, but that's okay. I don't think I don't think it's a problem on your end, Jay, to be honest, because a lot of people are not getting my notifications. But good to see you, Jay. Oh my goodness, Jay's here. That's awesome. Yep, yep. Fawn got her sweet tea. We're chilling. We're chilling. Herman, welcome in, Herman. Welcome back, bro. I haven't seen you in forever. Mystic says, Noah, your hair looks awesome. Thank you. I don't want to sound creepy, but it's cool. Oh, thank you, Mystic. You're not creepy at all. Come on. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you. John says, imagine a witch in a post-apocalyptic cyberpunk future. Dude, that's sick. That's sick. You think of the wildest stuff, and that's good. Let's see. Channel Zero's in chat too. Welcome in, my friend. How you doing? John says, by the way, I keep finding absorbed homes. I need to text you someday. Oh, abandoned homes. I keep finding abandoned homes. I tried to text you someday. I have a new phone number. Okay, good to know. That's why you haven't been getting at my text. I texted you a while back, but you didn't respond, so that's probably why I got the new phone number. I have shoes older than Noah. You got 26-year-old shoes, almost 27-year-old shoes. I love it. I love Mystic. Mystic's a good time. Ryan says, may go out tomorrow night for investigation, maybe graveyard from a 1610s or Haunted Bridge, Crawford Road. Okay, interesting. Yeah, freaking, I believe what you're talking about is, it has to be in Massachusetts, right? From the 1600s? Because you live in Mass, just like me. I wonder what cemetery, what's the cemetery called? Go to the cemetery instead. I believe that's where the ghosts are at. Ryan, if you don't mind, I never heard of Haunted Bridge in Crawford Road. What town it is? What town is it? And what is the history? Is there like reports of like crazy stuff, or it's just rumors? Let me know. Good to see you too, Channel Zero. Good to see you too. John says Noah's hair is dope. No offense, but it's Sir Isaac Newton became a ghost hunter and opened a YouTube channel. I'm dead. Ah. Fawn says, sorry, the house you were filming has a lot of dust, Noah, and not orbs. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I truly believe that that 99% of orbs are dust or insects. I truly believe that anomalies do exist. Orbs do exist. It's just very severely rare, of course. I don't believe that anything that we saw in the house that we investigated in the other night had any orbs. I don't, at least from the footage that I've reviewed. It was all dust. I believe that orbs are very substantial looking. They are solid. They are almost jelly-like, and it's not like dust. Dust, they move predictably and they're transparent. Of course, insects too are transparent because of the wings flapping in rapid speeds. Or even things going out of focus can be transparent too. But orbs are very solid and they move unpredictably. So they move from over here to, they dart around. And they stay for a while. I believe that orbs are a thing. It's just that there was none in the investigation. There was none in that abandoned house that I investigated in at all. I wished it was, but also to be fair, there was a lot of dust due to the fact not only it's because of an abandoned house, but to be specific, the ceilings, majority of the ceilings in the house are partially collapsed. In every single room, there's a partially collapsed ceiling. Not every room, but you know what I mean. So a lot of the ceiling's on the freaking ground, so you could see all that dust flying around. Yes, Noah, I was punk and still am. Good. Good. I respect that. 10 says, any new adventures for you, bro? Yes. I'm going back to that swamp that we, you and I did together. Everyone here and we're going back to, you all and I are going back to the cemetery in New Hampshire. The one that we investigated the other night in the dark. Any new adventures of you, 10? Let me know. We got Wisdom in chat too. Awesome. I freaking love Wisdom. Wiggle Hard has been my name online since 2007. Dude, during the MySpace era. I love it. I love it. Wisdom says, are you okay? You don't look like Noah anymore. It's because the freaking makeup's vanished. Does that make you grunk, Meemaw? Fawn says, Noah, I love your curly hair. Thank you. Thank you, Fawn. Palm says, if it was dust, surely you would pick up more than one. Yeah, there was a ton flying around. It was just not a lot of them. Not a lot of the footage that I reviewed that had so many dust particles flying around made it into the footage. Because I had to cut around 2 hours. I had to cut around 2 hours of that footage in order to condense it down to 30 minutes. I was in that freaking house for a while, waiting around for nothing to happen. And it's, of course, as you guys know, it's super dangerous staying in an abandoned house for that long. There was a lot of insulation on the ground, and fiberglass in the air. So that fiberglass, if you guys don't know, can get into your lungs. Glass can get inside of your lungs in these abandoned locations. So the longer I stay in these abandoned locations, the more likely I am to injure my interior. But I do it for you guys. I love it. I love it. I don't care if I die later, early on. I don't care. I'm living my life. Why is Cat not a mod? Cat, you're a mod. Why weren't you a mod? What? I swear you were a mod. John says, I can't stay long, but I will watch the latest videos to see what's happening. Thank you, homie. Just letting you know, John, if you're still here, it is boring. It is boring. At least my investigations, I don't believe they're entertaining, so it is kind of a difficult watch. Because nothing happens. I mean, I appreciate your honesty in videos and that you are real, unlike these other YouTube charlatans. Thank you, homie. Thank you. Always gotta keep it real. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. Fawn says, I love seeing the decaying in the house, though, Noah. Yeah, it was fascinating. It was fascinating. That house has some interesting things left behind. For sure. I was dying to get to investigate that house for a while, for about a month now. You all and I, we explored that house a month ago in October, I believe. And I kept saying in the video, we had to go back to this house to investigate. Mystic says, I like the history in the houses, but there is loads of history in the graveyards too, for sure. For sure. I truly believe that graveyards, cemeteries, they both can bring out some ghosts. I feel like that's where all the ghosts are in my eyes. I agree, Mystic. I agree. John says fiberglass is yummy. Yum, yum, yum. Filter feed on fiberglass. Palm says you shouldn't go alone, Noah. What if the crackheads live there? That's okay. I've ran into some people in the past while exploring. I'm not really afraid of people. I'm more what I'm afraid of. It sounds dumb. I'm afraid of two things in life: drowning and seeing a ghost on camera when all of my cameras are dead. Someone in a freaking abandoned house can pull a gun on me. Now I'd be like, just shoot, bro. Just shoot. Jay says you should bring a mask along for those adventures. Yes. Yes, yeah. So luckily of the recent video, I did wear a mask, so thank God. I was prepared, thankfully. But I did have to pull down my mask a lot in order for you guys to hear me. Wiggle Hard says Emissions House, crackheads are the spice of life. I'll try not to mess with my lungs, Mystic. It's living. Staying in abandoned houses. It's not a smart idea, but it's how I get paid on YouTube. YouTube advertisements. It's a stupid job, but I personally love it. I love it. Would not trade it anything for the world. John says you should do a video on medieval witches and the stories about them. True. I've only talked about the Salem witch trials. Is all I really did. I should really get more into that. Let's see. Linda says, Noah, I have found a place for you to investigate. When you do eventually get to Ireland, it's post-famine workhouse. 4,000 deaths in the space of 15 years in the 1800s. I just happened to drive by it last week. That's crazy. That's a good place to investigate. That's crazy. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate that. Thank you. I would love to go to Ireland someday. And if I'm going to Ireland, I have to see you. You, James, and Isla, and William. Very eerie feeling off the place, and I Googled it, I realized why. Now that is how you know it's haunted. That's exactly how you know it's haunted. When you have that sense that something's wrong, or if you hear anything, see anything, and then you research after and you see that there was a lot of death, that's how you know it's haunted. Yep. That place must be freaking infested. John says, Noah, your voice is perfect for a documentary video. I disagree. I disagree. You should do videos talking about cryptids, witches, and other urban legends and myths. Yes. The only one that I really touched upon was the Jersey Devil that one time. Remember when um, I was going around in public asking people about the Jersey Devil? I should do more. Well, I've done Pukwudgie too, but I need to really dive deep into it. Yeah, crackheads are dicey. You just never know. Crackheads love playing dice. I'm sorry, Linda. My heart goes out to you. You and your family. Damn, lung cancer. We got Dragon in chat too. And Caselli too. Awesome. Good to see you both. Linda says, I will send you on the history. The hair stood up on the back of my... Yeah, yes, okay, yes. That's a sense. That is yes. Yes, Linda. Yes. I will send you the history. The hair stood up on the back of my neck when I realized. It was turned into a school briefly, but was closed down as students were being attacked by unseen... And yes. Yes, that place must be infested. Okay, I believe that there's a difference between feelings and sensing. Feelings are like, ooh, I feel this is haunted. But senses is the feeling of hair in the back of your neck sticking up. You know, it feels like it has, you know, that sense when some human being is behind you and you just know it, but you don't see them yet. You just know that they're staring at you. Same thing with ghosts. You can walk to a haunted location and it feels, you sense that there is someone behind you, a human being staring at you when there's nobody there. So Linda, you definitely sense something. And then students being attacked. I mean, kids, right? Kids are more, kids haven't been fed a lot of information yet. So they're more open to seeing that, to seeing what's in between where we are and where they are. So yeah, I believe that would be a great spot to freaking investigate. Thank you, Pomp. I have to see you too, homie. Leap Castle, never heard of it. Linda says most of these children were then ordered to go into a mental institution by the Catholic Church. So such massive history. Damn. Wow. And the Catholic Church is very heavily involved with the paranormal too. Heavily involved. Let's see here. Leap Castle is my go-to on my go-to list. I just looked at it driving past and the hair stood up and I was like, this place is evil. I need to see what it is. Dude, that's so dope. You guys have it so good up there with haunted locations. I swear, dude, I swear. History is what causes hauntings. I bet that place is imprinted where it can hear the same screams over and over again throughout time, the more you investigate it. Dude, it'll be freaking sick to go there. And imprints run constantly, too. They run constantly. But we do have to catch that wave. Fawn says, anyone ready for Thanksgiving dinner to come? Yes. Yes. Let me see if I can find something. Hold on. I still have the drawing, Linda. I still have the freaking drawing from Isla. Let's Freaking amazing. I still have your magnet too. I know I keep saying that every live stream, but the magnet's sticking up on my apartment fridge right now. Just chilling. I heard a car outside making some weird noise. Challenge anywhere's history against my beloved England? Let's see. Linda says, Pomp, did you watch the Ghost Hunters episode of Leap Castle? I remember the first time I watched it and was like, I need to go to that one day. Okay, so, oh shit. Mystic says, Pomp, I have a lot of English ancestry. We're bloody people. We're a bloody people. We got some good people here tonight. How are you doing, Cecily? Cecili's been a little bit quiet. Hopefully Cecily is doing well. Good day to you, sister. All right, so I'm going to read off. All right, so hear me out. I'm writing a new journal. My old journal is complete. All of it. All of it's freaking complete. Every single freaking page. Everything. Every single one. But now, new one. And what I've been doing is, this is very unorganized. Has a lot of all the different places I've gone to and all the things I learned throughout the years while investigating. I put everything neatly done in this book. So I have a tables of contents, but that's kind of hurting me on the inside that this is not lined up right. They're kind of like, I don't know, it's hurting me a little bit. But every single thing from the science of my equipment, more science, everything. Where ghosts come from, different experiments, non-stop. Crazy. How to investigate properly. I've got little freaking stupid shit. So the Catholic Church that we're just talking about is heavily involved in the paranormal. Let's see what I wrote down here. Where is it? Yes, the Vatican. Okay, hear me out. So there are only 8 real paranormal investigators worldwide, and that's not including priests, that can submit evidence to the Vatican. It's an extensive process to get inside the Vatican. I don't know if I don't think I'm able to get in there because of the fact that I'm on YouTube. YouTube, no place for the truth. We have to fill out some applications, then you have to prove yourself. You need a portfolio of evidence and what you're able to do in the field as a paranormal investigator. They want you to help them find spiritual ghosts and evil ghosts and try to remove them from the situation. And it's not easy. It's in fact a very hard, and that's why there's only 8 investigators. There's a process that they go through with the evidence you captured, the Catholic Church. They take the evidence, and they put the evidence through sophisticated software to pull it apart. If your evidence is a picture or video, they will unlayer it. If it's audio, they isolate it. The Catholic Church, they verify it and try to debunk anything. For example, if it's a shadow or orb, then they'll try to debunk it and say it's nothing. But if it's real, they take it and catalog it and say that you caught something. The Catholic Church and the Vatican heavily involved. Heavily involved in the paranormal. Let's see here. I'm behind. Sorry, y'all. Hold on one second. Oh my god, we have Lisa in chat too. That's awesome. We got Lisa in chat. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Got Lisa in chat. Fawn says, keep your old journal. Don't know it. Oh yeah, of course. Always gonna keep my journal. I've had a few things happen to it that I thought was gonna be gone forever, but luckily I found them through time. I've lost it a couple times. Can you imagine being given an hour in the Vatican? Dude, that'd be sick. The secrets you'll find in there. I know, right? I really want to be part of the 8 investigators in the Vatican, but that's gonna be an awful, tedious task to get in because I don't have a whole portfolio of evidence to show them. All I really have is one anomaly on camera in how long? 8 years. And a whole bunch of audio. That's it. That's it. I never caught a full apparition yet. In 8 freaking years. No shadows yet. Just one anomaly. And it's here on YouTube. It's here on YouTube. Caught it by accident, of course. Fonz says, put it in your closet on the shelf, Noah. I like to keep it on my desk in front of me. Actually, you know what? No, sometimes I put them in the shelf over here. That one right here. Down here is where all my journals are. All of them. Hold on, you guys want to see this? This is okay. Watch this. This is so dumb, but this is something that I'm happy with. Damn. All of these journals are all filled up. All of them. I used to write every single freaking day of my life. Every single day. This is my first journal. Keeps going. Keeps freaking going. This one's, I stopped on this one. This was this year. Because I was too focused on these two. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. I used to write every single day, never again. I don't want to write every single day anymore. It got tedious. It got so tedious. No more, I'm done. Lisa says, are you talking about the girl who got murdered, Noah? She said, help. And your mic picked it up. Yes, that was one of them. That one, of course, as you know, that was only audio, which, I mean, that's enough. That's enough for me. But yes, that one was crazy. That one was the same year that I caught the anomaly. A couple months apart from each other. 2023, I had a good run of capturing evidence. 2024 and onward, nothing. I guess maybe I stopped maybe back then I had more of an open mind. So maybe it made them easier to come out. I don't know. Because nowadays I'm more on the skeptical side. So now it seems like I'm capturing things less. I don't know. But at the same time, when I was really a believer, I still am. I'm a believer and skeptic. In 2023, even then, or even now, I look back at the 2023 footage and I know that's legit evidence. Like the girl that got murdered and I picked her up on My microphone, yeah. Palm says, can you show that anomaly now, Noah? Yes. So you can look at the, if you scroll down on my channel, I forget the title of this video. It's a purple thumbnail, and the thumbnail is my face and then the bridge. I think it might be called Paranormal Investigating the Old North Bridge. I forget exactly because I'm using my phone right now, so I cannot send it. But it's out there. It's in 2023. I believe it was during the month of April. It's right next to that thumbnail. The purple thumbnail is right next to. It's kind of hard because I mean I'm gonna describe it pretty terribly. It's right next to the abandoned mansion video, pissing off the ghost in the abandoned mansion. That video. It's right next to that video. Thank you, Pomp. I wish I could send the link, but I'd have to exit the live stream and go back on live in order to send the link. I wish. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I can show you right now, actually. I have my laptop. If it wants to turn on. All right, wait 1 second, Pomp. I can show you, actually. I totally forgot my laptop's right next to me. So, guys, I'm going to show you all the orb that I captured. And that's only one anomaly out of 8 years. One anomaly. That's it. Oh, I'm sorry about the ads. I don't... If I had the option, I would get rid of the ads, but I don't have an option. I don't even know when the ads show up. YouTube doesn't even tell me. Hey, Ruth, welcome in. We got Ruth in chat. Dragon says, as has been said by numerous real paranormal people, the paranormal does not happen on command. Exactly, yeah. Linda says, yet you haven't caught one yet. You will catch one on camera. I will, eventually. Eventually. Jay says, I love to see what those 8 submitted for evidence, right? Let's see. I'm Lisa, and I don't know why I'm Land Sailor here. I've always every single time, Lisa, when yeah, I don't know why either. Like sometimes it happens to me too. Like with my alternative account, it would display my like original username. Yeah, Lisa. Sometimes it does say Lisa, and sometimes it does say Land Sailor. All right, ready? I can show you guys the anomaly. And feel free to give your opinion, whether you don't believe it or not. That's okay. I'm very open. Very, very open. I have... So, this was back when... This is 2023, so back then I had a kind of a sort of different way of filming YouTube videos. And back in 2023, I would put my IR Lite camera on the corner of the screen. So when I show you guys the video, the anomaly is at the corner of the screen. The camera is kind of tiny, but it's there. Hold on 1 second, y'all. All right. Let me see if I can exactly find it. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Is that it? I think I just found it. Okay. No, I did not. Hold on. It's a 22-minute video, so it's going to be very hard to find exactly which part of it is. But Pomp, I'll give you this. It's called Ghost Hunting at the First Revolutionary War Site. That's what it's called. So it is. Hold on one second, y'all. I'll show you guys the thumbnail. This one. I might have the orb on my Google Drive, but I have to fucking log in and shit. Or, hold on one second, y'all. I'm not going to skim through a 22-minute video to see it, to be honest. But, and it happens only for like 3 seconds, so I got to freaking really watch the whole video to see it, but hold on. I did send it to my mentor. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. I don't know exactly what date I sent it to my mentor, but it's fine. The video I shared, so it should be fine. Thank you, Linda. Is that the link? Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate that. Thank you. It's, I believe, if I remember right, it's at the second half of the video. But you'll be able to see it. Okay, so it's in the corner of the screen, and it's very jelly-like. It's solid. It's not like actual, it's not like insects, because insects move in a predictable pattern. This motherfucker, the orb in the corner of the screen, goes like moom, 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 and it darts. And it goes away. And you can't even see through it. It was a huge ball of energy. That's it. Happened for 3 seconds, poof, gone. Hey, Angela. Angela's in chat. Good to see you here, my friend. Happy Sunday. Let me see if I can, I might have timestamped it, actually, now that I think about it. Maybe it's timestamped in the bottom of in the comments. Let's see. Fuck, no, it's not. No, it's not timestamped. Crap. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Can I find it? Sorry, y'all. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. One second, y'all. 1 second. 1 second. Where is it? Bruh. It actually might not be the second half of the video. Hold on 1 second, y'all. 1 second. 1 second. Might be around the 10-minute mark. Oh, God. I'm really scrolling through a 22-minute video right now. 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds. Come on. It'll be nice. I should just go live stream where you guys can see the actual screen with me, like I did a couple months ago. I should not be live streaming on my phone. There, I found it. I found it. This is it right here. I fucking found it. Okay. All right, ready? I want your opinion. Guys, brightness all the way up. Okay, corner of the screen.
Very light.
Wait for it. That thing right there. Watch how it kind of goes in and out.
What, you gonna shoot me? Are you going to...
Ball of freaking jelly. The only fucking orb that I've caught. Can't believe I found it. So it's at the 14-minute mark. 14-minute mark. So when you guys do watch that video, if you do, I want your opinion. Jay says, sucks trying to find something you know you will have, but probably name something you'll never find. Yes, yep. It sucks when you're actively looking for something and you cannot find it. It's like, come on. Thank God I found it. Palm says, I said the other day about insects having certain flight patterns. Yes. And I was told I was full of shit. Well, they do. Who told you we were full of shit? Yeah, definitely not dust. And that's during a time... That investigation was my 6th time investigating that spot. There was death. Where I was investigating in was a bridge here in Massachusetts. It's right next to my hometown. It's called Concord, Massachusetts, and this bridge is called Old North Bridge. And this bridge that is where the start of the Revolutionary War here in America, that's the first shots fired. So, though that bridge, there was the colonists on one side and the British on the other side. And they just shot each other. They shot each other dead. And I do believe that Revolutionary War sites, or any war site for that matter, if there is frickin' death, it's a war, so yeah, it will cause imprint hauntings, where you'll go there, investigate it, and you'll have the same stuff happen over and over and over, because they don't know that they're dead. It's a traumatic experience. So I believe that kind of stuff, residual hauntings, they stay. The problem is trying to investigate these spots is the fact that you really have to catch that wave. The waves run constantly. So you can get, say, for example, like someone loading in a cannon. That did not happen at that bridge, but for example, hypothetically, they're loading in the canyon. And they died loading in the canyon at 8 p.m. At 8 p.m., you will, by chance, you could be able to get that person loading in the cannon. But it could also happen during the day, too. Imprints can run constantly. Time doesn't matter. If a place is haunted, no matter what time of day it is. All right, Fawn's back. Good. It's like it's dancing in front of the camera, then just zooms off. Yep. And 2 years ago, what's the best way I can put this? I know someone who I have to really, because I don't want to say his name or anything, but I do know someone and watch someone from, he's one of the 8 investigators in the Vatican. And I've shared what my team has captured, what I've captured. And he pulls it through the software that I mentioned. Most of this, including my experiences and what he's taught me while investigating. So throughout time, I got taught by him how to investigate properly. Let's see here. So I sent that to him. And it's confirmed. The only freaking paranormal investigator I trust in this world. He used to be a police officer. He worked for the government. What else he's done? He owns a whole paranormal business where he collects evidence from other things. He has 2 paranormal teams. This guy is freaking, he used to be a bounty hunter. Dude used to be everything. And he's part of the Vatican. Mystic says, that's odd, but if I was you, I'd send original footage to Kenny Biddle. Yes. Lynn, welcome in. Wait, Lynn, it's your birthday? Happy birthday, Lynn. And don't work at Dunkin's no more. They were... Really? I'm sorry about that, Lynn. I'm sorry. When did that happen? Happy birthday, Dolan. Happy birthday. Hopefully you're having an excellent day. Lisa says, Noah, have you been to Ireland yet? No, not yet. I want to so bad. I want to so bad. I want to see you all. No worries, Pomp. You take care. Much love. Fawn says, I made me some mashed potatoes with butter and sour cream and cheese. That's hype, dude. That's hype. Good stuff. No worries, Mystic. You take care. Much love. Hey, Carla. Good to see you. We got Carla in chat, too. Okay, thank you, Linda. I'll have to check my TikTok. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate that. I'll go check it out. That's freaking interesting. I really want to go there. That's really 4,000 people, huh? That's nuts. That's freaking nuts. Carla says, when I come to Massachusetts again, I want to meet up with you. That would be amazing. Yes. I was hoping we'd meet up on last time you were here. There's a ton to do in Massachusetts. A ton of haunted locations here. Did you know, Carla, there is a town called New Salem here in Massachusetts? It's out west, and it's gorgeous. Gorgeous spot. We got a New Salem in this motherfucker. I'm very proud of my, yeah, Spider Gates, yeah. Susan says Spider Gates is pretty good. I've caught a lot of things in Spidergate, but only audio, though. I need to make more days there, is what happened. Need more time. Fair enough. Fair enough. I really want to stop by Salem, and I was, but and it seemed like you were it seemed like you were too busy. Because I would have fucking gone to Salem. I'm right there. Let's see. I will be okay. Things happen for a reason. Yes. Yes. I mean, it's a blessing in disguise, Lynn. It's a blessing in disguise. Good things coming your way for sure. Yes. Have faith. I believe in you, Lynn. It's a sign. It's a sign for new beginnings. Yeah, fair enough, Carla. Yeah. Next time. Next time. Fawn says, I still can't believe someone stole the Spider Gates, Noah. Yes. Yes. It's awful. I'm pretty sure, luckily, I'm pretty sure they caught the guy who stole the gates from Spider Gate Cemetery. And now the gates belong in a museum. It's, I think I could be wrong, but I think it's Lister, Mass. Carla says, love all the cemetery investigations you have been doing. Thank you, Carla. I appreciate that. I get so excited while investigating, but I'm telling you right now, god damn. When I investigate, it's like watching paint dry. I'm like seeing things, like I'm hearing things, but I have to debunk them. Like so, like I'm a party pooper when it comes to it. I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, it's a ghost, and you know what I mean? Like I have to check out what it actually is. If there's a noise, I'm running towards it, seeing what it is, and it's gonna be nothing most of the time. And I don't know. I just don't want to clickbait my audience. I don't know. I don't want to freaking lie to you guys and say, oh my god, like freaking, we caught this, and then you click on the video and we did not capture anything. You know what I mean? I don't want to be that way. But that kind of hinders my investigations a lot. Like because I'm just calling things out like it is in cemeteries, which sucks because investigating in general is not really that fun for other people to watch, I feel like. Tina. Got Tina. Hey, Tina, welcome in. Fawn says, I enjoy watching all of your videos, Noah. Thank you. Thank you, Fawn. I enjoy making them. That's why I keep going. Every single goddamn week. Mr. Gilligan in chat, too. That's awesome, Mr. Gilligan. Good to see you here, homie. How was the train ride? I saw that on Facebook, I believe. How was that, my friend? Carlos says people want real, so it's good. Yes, yes. I really hope I capture a shadow figure soon. But it has to be at night. If we capture a shadow figure during the day, null and void. It's nothing. But if it's during the night, then that might be something. That's why I've been going out a lot investigating at night recently, because of the fact that I want to capture a shadow figure at night. Would be really cool. But I'm kind of like having this weird, I cannot say nostalgia, from my like previous old videos where I used to go out alone in cemeteries and investigate. So now, the past, 4 videos now, it's been just, no, I was not alone for one, but most of the videos recently have been at night alone, excluding the one of Annie at this haunted swamp at night on Halloween. So I'm getting kind of that nostalgia. Jay says, I'll make the time you actually do capture something that much sweeter. Yes, it does. Because you keep going back to these freaking back to these abandoned houses, back to these cemeteries, capture nothing, and then boom, you finally caught something. And then you gotta start the process over again to see if you can get that same thing happen again. God damn it. So now I've been just going out the cemeteries in dark, because the dark is, I don't know, I enjoy creeping myself out, being alone. It's fun. Not being able to see anything is just freaking awesome. When you're in a cemetery. Because the dark really messes with your mind, doesn't it? U.S. Army says, the Hawkmock Swamp was a rough one. Happy to see you're feeling better in the following videos, much better conditions. Yes, thank you, my friend. I appreciate you watching that video, and thank you for giving it a like. I saw your comment on it. Thank you, homie. Yeah, very, very rough one. So windy that day. What time was it? 2 a.m., 3 a.m.? Even though time doesn't really matter in paranormal investigations, it was fun to go out. It was fun to go out during that time. Too bad we didn't capture anything, but it's okay. Hey Rebecca, what's going on? Good to see you here, my friend. How have you been? Yeah, but that swamp was a rough one. It was so windy. My skinny ass, I'm surprised my skinny ass didn't get blown away. Fawn says, no, you should film at the Haunted Bridge. Yes, I have to for sure. I have to. I have to go back to that bridge for sure. 100%. U.S. Army says 2 a.m. in those conditions, rolling back over. Oh wait, oh wait, rolling back over into bed. I love it. I love it. Getting comfortable, getting comfortable. Well, I'm like, oh God. Rebecca says, I just got off my own live to see your live, so I came in. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. Good to see you here, my friend. You didn't have to. You didn't have to end your live to watch mine, though. Let's see here. Yeah, I have to go back to that haunted bridge again for sure. 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 Jackie's in here. Get out. I freaking love Jackie. Jackie says, well, I slipped into the room a way back, lol, and I still not been seen incognito. I did not realize Jackie was here the whole time. That's awesome. How have you been? How's the pups? We hope the pups have been doing well. Hopefully you have been doing well, Jackie. Oh my goodness. Been here ages. I love it. Well, good to have you here. Good to see that you made yourself known, Jackie. Still breathing. Good. Good. Jeffrey, welcome in, Jeffrey. Hello, Noah. Lou and I are doing good. Good to hear. That's what I like to hear. How's Lou doing? How have you been? Your last house ghost hunting video was great. Thank you, brother. Thank you. There's a new thing that I'm trying to do. Putting my GoPro outside of the house or the place that I'm going to and time lapsing it where it gets the sun goes down and it turns night and it looks pretty watching the location that we're investigating in turn to dark. It's really nice. It's really fun. But it is becoming winter, of course. So things are going to shift on the channel. We are going straight back to debunking, just like last year. During the winter time last year, I would just debunk because it is my hibernation from filming outside in these abandoned locations or cemeteries or whatever. So as of right now, we're running out of time to investigate places in general because I don't want to be stuck there in the snow investigating. As much as pretty as snow is when I'm investigating and how quiet it is, I don't want to be sitting outside in the snow, freezing my ass off like I have an ass. But it's now it's debunking time. And a couple videos from now, there's gonna be just debunking all the way until March. So every single there's gonna be little bits of filming in different locations, but as of right now, we have a few locations left to record in. And then about 3 more paranormal investigations / abandoned houses, a mix, and then it will go straight to debunking. And when March hits, it's going to go straight to filming in different abandoned locations. And there's going to be new abandoned locations, some new, some old. During the winter, there might be some tidbits of me exploring or ghost hunting, just to balance a little bit of things out. But as of right now, filming in these locations is going to end soon. It's going to end. Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate that. Thank you. I just took a shower. I think that's why. Jeffrey says, I heard that woman giggling. Did you really? Okay, interesting. I heard it more profoundly while I was there. But then I second guessed everything. That latest video, if you guys don't know, if you guys haven't seen it yet, while I was walking towards the staircase, going up the stairs, of course, right, staircase, you can hear what sounds like a little faint giggle. I heard it more profoundly in real time. Couldn't wait to get back to see my footage, but I was also very nervous because my microphones were like falling apart for some reason. My battery went from 100% to 0% in 2 seconds. Don't know why. Nothing paranormal. Went back home to check to see if the microphone picked up the giggling, and in my opinion, I'm not too sure if that was a giggle or not. It sounded more like a woman giggle in real life, but looking back at the footage, now it sounds like a man. But what I'm going to say is that evidence that we captured in the latest video, I'm going to write that off as absolutely fucking nothing. To be honest. Because it's not strong enough to hold on its own as evidence. I'm just going to say maybe it was the best explanation of this giggle that we all heard was my feet. Maybe the pressure of my feet, my shoes against the floorboards, the creaking floorboards of the abandoned house. I tried to recreate it when I heard that giggle. When I was stepping towards that staircase, I tried to go back, recreate it a couple of times to see if we can get that giggle again. We did not. But I'm still going to have to write that off as something not paranormal. But I'm very glad, Jeffrey, I'm very glad that you and other people have heard it. So I wasn't going crazy. Rebecca says, I am good for now. I have to go back to the cemetery tomorrow to film. Tired today, but I got rained on, poured on. Oh, it was raining in Springfield, huh? So we decided to go home and go back tomorrow. How have you been doing, Noah? I've been doing well. Thank you for asking. I cannot wait to see the video that you create from that cemetery. That'd be really cool to see. That sucks that you got rained on. God damn it. Okay, good to know, Jeffrey. Good to know that you heard the little girl too. Good to know. Very strange, right? Very strange. Jackie says it's flipping cold. Very. Oh my goodness, it's getting there. Right now, it feels like spring, but it's dropping temperature right now as we speak, where I live, which sucks. Jay says, don't blame you. Don't need to get sick. Thank you, Jay. You understand. You understand. Rebecca says, no, I ended my live. Then I saw you were live. I didn't end it because you were live. Okay, good. I'm also doing another tomorrow, same time as today or earlier. I don't know. Oh, fair enough. Fawn says, I will be hibernating myself during the winter. Yes, you and me both, Fawn. You and me both. Jesus. Camera, relax. Jeffrey says, I saw a few quick orbs in your video. Ah, fair. I disagree, Jeffrey. Jeff, I disagree. I feel like I was mentioning this earlier. It was the fact that since we're in an abandoned house and majority of the rooms have their ceilings falling apart, I can see all of the pieces of the ceilings partially on the ground. There was 2 hours of footage that did not make it into the 30-minute video that I recorded, that I worked on. But there was a lot of times while filming, while filming and while reviewing the footage, you can see all the dust particles flying about because not only it's an abandoned house, but because of the ceiling falling. So there was a lot of dust. There was a lot of dust floating around in there. As I was mentioning earlier, I don't think you were here, Jeff, but I feel like orbs, they're very substantial looking. They're very substantial, they're solid, and they move unpredictably. I do believe in anomalies. 99% of them are dust, but that 1%, they're very solid. You can't see through them, and they're almost jelly-like. They do this. What I captured in that house, I believe, was just orbs, and that's it. That's it. I mean, just dust. I mean, sorry. Was just dust, and that's it. Tina says, I meant to go back and listen for the giggle. Dang, well, I'll just have to do that. I forget what part it was. I'm going to see if I can help you, Tina. How have you been, Tina? Hopefully everything's been well, Tina. How's your Sunday been going? What time is it for you, Tina, by the way? Let me see if I can pop this up.
Want to see if you're still here.
Hold on one second, y'all. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I think I found it. Sorry, y'all.
Redo that.
Okay, it's around the 18-minute mark when we heard that giggle on the latest video that just got released yesterday. Let me know if you hear it, Tina. I'm honestly gonna have, just like Jeffrey said, probably old house and bad floor noises. Exactly. That's what I'm gonna write that off as. In real time, I thought I heard a giggle, but looking back on it, it doesn't hold on its own. I believe it is just something happening with my feet by accident. It was probably my shoes and the pressure of my shoes and the floorboard. I think that's what it was. So I'm gonna claim that giggle as absolutely freaking nothing. Okay, you heard it here. Nothing. It's not a giggle. In my opinion. Rebecca says, I've had too much caffeine. I am gonna explode. Oh, dude, you know what? That's gonna, hold on one second. Rebecca, thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna drink some caffeine. 1 second. Guys, in a moment, I'm gonna, you know what? I'm right back. I'm gonna get a drink. All right. Heart attack in a can. C4. This is so fun. I love talking to you guys. You guys have the most interesting stories. Let's see here. Rebecca says natural debunking as normal. Yep. Always. As a paranormal investigator, we should always debunk with logic and natural explanation before we think anything is a ghost. For sure. Windsor. Okay, not Springfield. It was raining in Connecticut. I see. Jeffrey says, I had issues finding yours. Sorry. Maybe those orbs were light reflected off of glass because of cars going by. Oh, true, yeah. I did see that a lot, was the fact that, you're right, Jeff, you're right. The fact that the car lights would reflect on the, what the hell is it called? Is it the cupboard? Display case thing? You know where you put the knickknacks in and has the glass? What is it called, Jeff? But it would reflect up against the glass, for sure. Yep. I should put that. My fault was I should have pointed that out while reviewing the footage and before I upload the video. Fawn says I'm still lurking. Good, good. Let me turn off my my freaking heater here. All right. Oh, okay. Minus CM, Jeffrey says. How is Lou doing, Jeff? Oh, hopefully Lou's doing well too. You guys said you're doing good, but any adventures recently? Let me know, homie. I'm curious. So happy you're here, Jeff. Rebecca says, oh, freaking tripod. Rebecca says, I keep thinking it's Saturday, but that was yesterday. Fair enough. Yeah, it does feel like a Saturday, doesn't it? Tina says, I'm well, thank you. It's 4 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so it is 4. Okay. In Ohio. Okay, interesting. It's 4 p.m. where I live, too. Paranormal Papa Investigations. Welcome in, homie. Hello, Noah Faraday in chat. In over 200 investigations, I've ran across so much evidence I can't debunk and can't prove either. Never lose faith. Right. Always gotta stay positive. Homie, I would love to see what you captured if you don't mind. Through my email, Noah, PACH 777@gmail.com. Mr. Gill says, hey Noah, quick question about GoPros. You ever have an issue where like the light is flashing when recording, but only records the audio, not the video? What GoPro is it? Is it Hero 10? If it's a Hero 10, let me know. Like the light is flashing when recording, but it would only record the audio, not the video. Interesting. I want to ask you something right back. Go again. So when you have that GoPro on, does it blink red and right above the viewfinder? Let me know. When it's recording, of course. Rebecca says, I love how you just grab it from the closet. I have coffee and Monster. Seriously, I might explode. Oh, that wasn't the closet. That was the hallway. But I want to get a mini fridge here soon. It'll be freaking sick. Speaking of, hold on one second. Put on some LED lights, man. Why not? All right, let's see. We'll love to see Paranormal Papa Investigations. We'll love to see your stuff. If you don't mind, if you're comfortable. You don't have to if you don't want to. I can totally understand not wanting to share your evidence. A lot of paranormal investigators don't like to share their evidence because they don't want to be stolen. And I completely understand that. Jeffrey says, by the way, glad to hear you like trains. Yes, I have, a Lionel trains as a train set. You have a train set, brother? Dude, that's sick. I would love to see that, dude. No freaking way. I can so see you for train set, dude. I'm jealous. I want a train set too. I want a whole ass train set. That's awesome, dude. Would love to see it. Would you mind taking a picture of it? And if you can, like have the train move and shit. That would be sick, dude. If you can send it through my email, I would love to see that. I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for locomotives. U.S. Army says, 2 things that bother me are the dust being mistaken for orbs. Far too many instantly jump to that. And the stupid Spirit Talker apps. Yes, the Spirit Talker apps. Too many use them as gospel. Facts. And what's it called? Necrophonic too. People use a lot of Necrophonic. A lot of those apps are, they pay a lot of paranormal YouTubers. They put them out as sponsors for paranormal YouTubers so they can get more money. Like Necrophonic app. The Necrophonic app, They spent $10,000 on sponsorships, mostly the Omar Gosh TV group of paranormal YouTubers. And they had the thing where it's like, oh, like, get a discount in the description. They paid so much money for sponsorships. Bullshit. Those apps are bullshit. Yes, I agree. A lot of paranormal investigators do mistake dust or insects as orbs. I see that a lot on social media and stuff, and it hurts me a little bit. It does hurt me a little bit. It's very hard for me to enjoy paranormal content here on social media due to the fact that I personally am just severely skeptical when it comes to everyone here on YouTube's freaking evidence. I want to see real shit. I want to see some real shit. There's not a lot of real paranormal investigators on YouTube. And it sucks. I want to see more. Does anyone know about the Connecticut witch trails? Sorry, I can't freaking speak. Connecticut witch trails. I've not. There was a lot of accusation for there's a lot of witch accusations in Connecticut for sure. God, I can't speak apparently. It's already past the 1 hour mark, so of course I'm not gonna be able to speak. It always happens. Once it hits around the 1 hour mark is when like I start really not being able to speak. Fawn says, or I get a call a stalker. You get what? That's freaky, Fawn. You get calls from freaking crazy people? Jeffrey says, Lou is good. Good. That's good to hear. Only trains on my channel recently. Some ball digging October. Really? Okay. Hold on. I'm going to write down to remind myself to look at your channel, Jeff. One sec. One second, y'all. I need a reminder. All right, perfect. Sweet. I want to see what you're cooking up, Jeff. Gilligan says 11. Oh, GoPro Hero 11. Interesting. Okay. So it's recording, but it's a black screen. What I would do is I would have to see it. But if you install the app, if you install the GoPro app, test it to see if when you press the record button and then you wait a little bit and then press record again to end it, try to Bluetooth it to the app and see if it's still black screen through the app. Let me know. Definitely download the app to see if it works on there. Gilligan says this happened twice, both times when I got done filming. I would go to upload them and every other recording was just the audio. Interesting. I've never had that problem on my GoPro yet. Never had that problem. That's weird. Huh. Fawn says, great live stream so far, Noah. Thank you, Fawn. Appreciate that. Jeffrey says, you know about the extremely haunted house in Gardner, Massachusetts? Yes, I have a train set. Yes, I have been to that haunted house. The S.K. Pierce Mansion. That was actually going to be a video here on YouTube of my team and I investigating that spot in October. But I did not think it was a good video to upload because, well, first of all, we all have to pay for the investigation, right? I don't like having to spend money on a location that has a high chance of it not being haunted. I believe all of those haunted houses, a lot of them, I'm not saying all, I believe a lot of these houses, like Lizzie Borden house, for example, like Tourist Trap, All these haunted houses that are kind of like tourist traps, I believe all of them. I don't want to investigate because I can just go to a banned location for free. I can go to a cemetery for free and collect more evidence. I don't want. I'd rather be doing that rather than dropping hundreds of dollars for a 5-hour investigation that you could possibly get one little thing from it. But like, I don't know, it's just not it. Not it. We should have, they should have real paranormal investigators verify to see if it's haunted before they start claiming that these places are haunted here by a night for $200. You know what I mean? I don't know. So we investigated the Gardner Mansion, the S.K. Pierce Mansion, but I've caught nothing with my team. And the tour guide, I asked the tour guide if he believed in what he was saying. At the very end of the night, he was like, nope. Okay. All right. I don't know. It's just, I know it's their job, the tour guides, but like, tour guides, they help fake shit. That's my problem too. There's so many different factors of why I don't want to spend money on these haunted locations. So many reasons. They're a complete scam, in my opinion. Complete scam. Let's see. Rebecca says, "Gotta go soon. I'm not feeling well again. I'm sick again. I hate this. I'm sorry about that, Rebecca. Hopefully you feel better soon." Rebecca says, "My work best friend told me she's gonna get train sets and build them and leave them at abandoned places." I forgot to tell you that. That's pretty cool. Fawn says, "What are you drinking on, Noah? May I ask?" I'm drinking C4. It is called the Frozen Bombsicle. Tastes like a one of those blue popsicles. Those types of energy drinks have that caffeine. I forget what it's called. That makes your skin itch and crawl. It's a weird feeling. I forget exactly what the term is. U.S. Army says, "Any thoughts on Ed and Lorraine's house? I really want to go, but holy cow, booked till August of 2026." I want to know your thoughts too, U.S. Army. So let me know your thoughts. I believe a lot of debunkers would disagree with me on this. I don't believe Ed and Lorraine are fake. I don't believe they're fake at all. Since they're dead, they can't defend themselves. I don't believe they're fake. I believe what is inside of that museum is real. I believe it's real. It sucks that the son-in-law, Tony Spera, is the one giving them the bad name. Because Tony Spera is doing what they did not want. They'll be rolling in the graves right now because of him. Tony Spera is the one who is fucking shit up. And it sucks. It sucks. I will never... You would be able to go into that museum for free when they're alive. You know? As long as you knew them. You know, over, you know what I mean? But like, freaking, I would not buy to get into see Annabelle, to be honest. Especially when those fakers have bought it out. What's the name? Elton and the hell's his name? That comedian. Yeah, since they bought it out, I'm not doing that shit. I don't know. I truly believe it's haunted. I truly do, but it sucks that these fakers are gonna fuck shit up. Rebecca says Noah sees paranormal content and he's like, nope, it's fake. Jackie says still here and listening. Stay tiles. Don't ask. I'm dead. That's oh, Jackie. U.S. Army says they do an amazing job of restoration of that place. Yeah, they did. That was a good thing. That was a good thing from that, for sure. Jeffrey says that Gardner, Mass haunted house has live cams in it. Yeah, I saw. I forget how to search that live cam. Maybe you can find that live cam. I saw a lot of cameras in there. Yeah. I don't know if I can find it, but I remember when I was investigating with my team, I was meant to tell you this 5 minutes ago. I asked the tour guide if it was all right for me to provoke those ghosts because there was a room. I like to provoke things if there's reports on ghosts hurting women, ghosts that are hurting children, ghosts that are hurting elderly people. When I know if there's reports of those type of ghosts, I go right out the gate with it. I instantly try to flame it up because let me see how bad you really are. If the report is a bitchy ghost like that, let me see how bad you really are. So my point is that in that Gardner mansion that we paid for, I asked if I can provoke the ghost because there was a specific room in that mansion that men used to take advantage of women in. So I was like, perfect. I can start pissing off these fucking men because they ruin people's lives. So I might as well like piss them off as much as I can, taunt them as much as I can. This is the perfect opportunity. Nope, can't. Why? I paid money to be here. Like men have taken advantage of women inside of that room. This is the perfect time for me to piss off the ghosts. It's like, what's the point of buying it? What's the point of buying these haunted locations if I'm very limited on what I have to do as a paranormal investigator? As a ghost hunter, we should, in my opinion, we should piss off these things because that's how we get them to come out. Being nice doesn't really do much, unfortunately. It sounds bad and it sounds like I'm a dick, but in my opinion, I think that's the best way to do it. Is to go right out the gate with it. Flame it up. You have to flame it up because you're here for evidence. You know what I mean? So when I got told I cannot piss things off through the Ouija board, which I don't believe in, but I'll still use the Ouija board anyways. I can't use the Ouija boards. I can't freaking yell at ghosts. It's like, bro, what's the point of this? That's why I didn't upload the video because at that point I was kind of discouraged. I was like, whatever. And then I saw other investigators using EMF meters. And I'm like, bro, like we're in a house of power. Like that REM pod's going off because there's power in the freaking light. There's wires inside the walls. Like, of course that shit's gonna go off. The whole time I was just freaking in agonizing pain. I'm like, I don't want to freaking be here anymore. I was like, fuck this video. I'm not uploading this video. And never gonna purchase any haunted location ever again. Unless it's like the Queen Mary. Even that is difficult because they won't even let you investigate the actual haunted parts of the Queen Mary. I mean, there's exceptions. For sure, but most of these haunted houses are tourist traps. Just trying to get a quick buck from you. Rebecca says it was bigger than Salem as well as like a lot of towns were bigger than Salem. It was bigger than Salem as well as like the first every witch trial victim was in Connecticut way before Salem 1647. Yep, Alice Young. Heard of her. You got it, Gilligan. Hopefully that works. So let me know. Hold on one second, y'all. Oh shit. I accidentally just scrolled up. 1 second, y'all. Got called a stalker on YouTube on really? Okay. I'm sorry about that, Fawn. Didn't someone say that you were Angry Cajuns TV's mom? Just like everyone was saying that I was Angry Cajun TV's freaking nephew. I'm like, where did you guys get that from? Fawn says, Noah, would you use metal fidget spinners while ghost hunting? Yes. Yes, for sure. Metal fidget spinners, I believe, are really good for ghost hunting, for sure. Because they're non-intimidating. Non-intimidating devices, if we can call it a device, a tool, are the best to capture a ghost. Because you can pull out a fidget spinner, give it to a 90-year-old man. He would be amazed with the technology in a kid's toy nowadays. Now, it will be the exact same thing with a ghost. Use fidget spinners, but the middle kind, the heavy ones that don't get swept away by giraffes. Use the metal ones. So yes, I used to use a lot of metal fidget spinners while investigating. They're really good. And plus you can hear them subtly. Because since they're metal, they make that noise. So you could hear them from the other room. So if you hear that from the other room, oh shit, that fidget spinner's moving. Let's go check it out. Is there any drafts? You know what I mean? Jeffrey says, sorry to hear the Gardner home investigation didn't work out for you. That's okay. Yes, free at cemeteries. Yes, Jeff. It is what it is. I mean, there was a lot of different factors that was like, okay, like, I don't want to be here anymore. That was my last straw on investigating tourist traps. Do I think it's haunted? I don't know. I don't know if that mansion in Gardner is haunted because we're only allowed to investigate for so long for the money that we paid. Jeff says, not barking at you. I just get riled up. I get super passionate when it comes to this shit. Jay says, it's ridiculous what they charge for house. I know, right? Like, it's so much. I mean, granted, I don't condone going to abandoned places. But cemeteries, you can get as much going in a cemetery during a day for free. You can get evidence that way. We don't need to we'll probably get more evidence that way than renting a room, a haunted room, for 3 hours for $200. You know what I mean? Dragon says tour guides may not help fake, but they do have to push the script. Yes. Yep. Yes. Agreed. Yeah, that's facts. On YouTube, I've seen a lot of tour guides fake, where they claim that they see something in the middle of their speech. And it's like, bro, you're full of shit. Yeah, ignore the person, Fawn. Ignore the person. Best thing to do. You know that. U.S. Army says there are some of the OGs of this field. Exactly. They're the pioneers. What the hell's that noise? Yeah, Ed and Lorraine are the pioneers. And that's not because that's not because why I think they're real. There's many other reasons. It's not because they're pioneers. I believe they did gather, they knew how to gather evidence properly. Before Ed and Lorraine Warren, there was only one way to gather paranormal evidence properly, and that was the police way. Ed Lorraine found out a way to do it in a paranormal scientific way. So now there's two. The police way versus the scientific paranormal way are way different things now. But back then, before Ed and Lorraine were investigating, or before he shared his knowledge, there was only the police way of gathering paranormal evidence. And the police run into the paranormal a lot. They cross paths. The paranormal and the police cross paths a lot. What do you think? Yes, walk away, Fawn. Be the bigger person. Don't let it get to you. Dragon says you have to be careful of provoking, though. It can bite you in the arse. True. Yes, but that's the thing, though, Dragon, is the fact that I'm already, as a paranormal investigator, I know what I'm getting into. So I do believe paranormal investigating is a dangerous game. But I'm all for it. I'm willing to risk a lot for my love of this field. And if that risk is my body, in these haunted locations, whether it's if I get possessed or what, or I get followed, I don't care. It's part of what I'm looking for, right? I'm not looking to be possessed, but you know what I mean? Like if I get followed, yes, it'll be a problem that some ghost is following me around and tormenting me. But at the same time, I can flip it into a positive too. Because, well, yes, I'm getting freaking haunted and getting tormented, but also I can capture this motherfucker on camera now in my own room. You know what I mean? My job is right at my fingertips now. I don't have to go out. Like, I don't know. It can bite me in the ass for sure, but I'm all for it. I guess you could say it's easier said than done, but I already know what to expect in this field. I'm ready for anything. I'm genuinely ready for anything. Bad or good. If it's bad, it's bad. I have to learn how to deal with it. That is something I need to learn. I need to learn about. I need to figure out what's going to happen after something dangerous happens. You know what I mean? That I don't know yet, but I'm gonna have to deal with it nonetheless. I'm gonna have to find a way to deal with it. I just don't know what's coming. Jeff says you should be able to do pissing off the ghosts in that house. Yes. So I didn't know it cost money to go in. Yeah, it was very strange. I mean, yeah, I mean, I can understand the perspective sort of because they don't want to like get everything all rowdy, but at the same time, I don't know. The tour guide didn't even believe in it, so did it really matter if I pissed off the ghosts? Yeah, I agree, Jeff. Agree. Hey, Rose, welcome in. Good to see you, Rose, here. Lisa's still here. Thank you, Lisa, for sticking around. And Cecily, thank you for sticking around, too. I appreciate that, my friends. Thank you. Paranormal Poppy Investigation says, Papa Investigations, my bad. On rare occasions, when Ed and Lorraine would let folks in the museum, they had a priest there, yes, to bless the guests, and never charge. Exactly. Come on, 2,500 to 3,000 plus a feet of film. Count me out. Exactly, brother. Exactly. Ed and Lorraine, I truly think that Ed and Lorraine were good people. And it sucks that people were smearing them the wrong way. They're dead. They don't know. They can't defend themselves, man. Like if they're alive, I think they would fight back with everything. R.I.P. Rest in peace. I truly believe that they knew exactly what they're doing. Rebecca says, gotta go. I am really not feeling good at all. Bye, everyone. Hope all is well. Bye, Noah. Have a good rest of your night. Thank you, Rebecca. I really hope that you feel better, my friend. I will see you soon. You take care of yourself. U.S. Army says got a lot of places in California to go. California has a lot for sure, but a lot of them charge for it. All right, U.S. Army, Hollywood, investigate Hollywood. Hollywood is super haunted. If you can, I'm not too sure if it's possible, but I would recommend if it's not illegal, investigate the Hollywood sign. Investigate the Hollywood sign. There was my mentor has evidence of shit from there. It's crazy. Fawn says, Lisa, I can't remember who was giving me crap, but I just ignore them. And yep, gotta ignore them. Jeffrey says the old man was sad. He died there also. So their spirits are said to be haunting there. The Garner Mansion? Excuse me. Honestly, I don't remember the history anymore. I had it all written down at one point, but Jack says, any latest news on the Conjuring House and Jason? I stay away from that drama. Does anyone know? By chance, anyone know any news from the Conjuring House and Jason? Let us know. I'm actually curious too. Even though I stay away from the drama, I do kind of want to know, to be honest. Jeffrey says, I wrote wolf instead of work on a past sentence on here by accident. That's why I typed, oh, okay, I see. What's up, Mariah? Good to see you here, my friend. How have you been? No, Mariah, I don't have a ghost. I was saying I'm prepared for it. If something dangerous happens and I get followed or fucking whatever, I'm gonna have to deal with it, you know? I feel like this job is dangerous sometimes. It can be dangerous. Jeffrey says it can be living you encounter in your exploring places, and you could get hurt or killed by a crazy homeless person. That's true. That's true. Like I said, I'm afraid of drowning. I'm not afraid of human beings in abandoned places. I've encountered them in the past. There was a freaking time where, do you guys remember that abandoned sanatorium that we went to that had a children's ward that we investigated in like a year ago? During that time, there was me and Annie, we both stumbled upon a lot of people in that abandoned place. We thought it was police. But there was numerous amount of times where we've seen a lot of evidence of squatters or seen people in abandoned locations, whether I'm alone or not. There was several times. But like, I don't know, I feel like it sounds dumb, but I'm pretty lax when it comes to that stuff. I don't really get afraid of people inside abandoned locations because I automatically, in my mind, just, even though it's a problem, I automatically just put it in my head that, oh, there's recording too, even though they're not. But it helps me feel better before I face whoever's in there. You know what I mean? Living people are worse to encounter squatters. Yes, that's true. Tina's still in chat. Good to see. Oh no, U.S. Army Hollywood sign. Sorry, I can't articulate. Hollywood sign. My bad. It is illegal. Okay, good to know. You have to get a permit, and it's hard to get. People do it anyway, but you can get arrested. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense. My mentor has 2 teams, and a couple of his team members have caught shit from up there. It's crazy. More like Holly weirdos, bunch of idiots down there. I haven't been to Hollywood in 4 years. Interesting place. Interesting place. Let's see here. Did I get everyone? Or am I missing some things? What else? What else? What else? Sorry, y'all. I just want to make sure that I got everyone. I feel like I'm missing people. Missing people's chats, and I want to make sure I got everyone. I think I got everyone. Good. All right, team. I'm going to head out. Me and Annie are hanging out with some friends. We're going to be doing that. I'm probably going to be writing some stuff down. And yeah, Jeffy says, understand what you're saying about homeless and squatter encounters. You just deal with it and it goes well most of the time for you anyway. Yeah. I have several videos on this channel that of me encountering people in abandoned houses. But they're pretty old now. I haven't saw anyone in the abandoned place in a year and 4 months. The last time I encountered people in an abandoned place was in a place in New Hampshire, a state school. And when I climbed through the window, I already heard people off in a distance. The reverb would bounce right back to me. Well, I'm like, I gotta record. I gotta record now. Like this, like I drove all the way here. I don't care if there's freaking people inside here. I'm gonna record this. So I went in there. I feel like honestly, it sounds dumb, but when I know that there's people in the abandoned house that I don't know, in my head I'm like, this is the perfect opportunity to record. So I'm not really that scared. It's more of like, this is gonna be a good video. I don't know. It's drowning was what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of drowning. Damn water. All right, Mariah, you take care. Yeah, I'll be heading off very soon. I'll say hi to Annie. I'll say hi to Annie for you too. It was her birthday the other day. We had a good time. Mariah says, yeah, I hear that's a very active place. So many accounts of people experiencing stuff at the Hollywood sign. I would love to get permission someday. It would be super cool. I truly believe, I truly believe it's an active place. Thank you, Jackie. You too. Have a great evening. Jay, have a great evening as well. Unfortunately, that Hollywood sign... Unfortunately, sorry, I can't fucking speak. It's been 2 hours of talking. I promise I wasn't like this at the very beginning of the live stream. Unfortunately, that Hollywood is like 8 hours away from me. California is a monstrous state. Yes. Shoot, was the fourth biggest state? Third biggest state? It's top 3, right? Top 3 biggest states in the U.S. What was I gonna say? Yes, back to the people that I heard that was when I was filming in New Hampshire like a year and a half ago, before I end this. At that point in my head, I'm like, I already drove 2 hours. There's people inside this bando that I haven't seen yet, but I'm hearing them. I'm just gonna keep going. I drove all this way, first of all. And second of all, these people, I'm gonna be recording them. So maybe, I don't know, maybe if I do die, it'll be recorded. And, you know, now people know how I died. I don't know. But in my mind, it's always like, let's go face first and whatever I fucking see, unfortunately. And if it's someone with a gun, just shoot, bro. It's not that deep. I guess it's more easier said than done, but I promise you, I really just don't care. Unfortunately. I will say happy birthday to Andy from all of you. I love you all. Lisa, there was times where I learned how to swim and I got down, and then years go by and I start swimming again and I can't swim anymore. I thought it was like riding a bike, but apparently not. I can't freaking swim. I can't swim. My dumbass cannot swim. You put me in water, I'm drowning. Don't put no in water, please. Water's scary. Jackie says, I went scuba diving and definitely was scared of drowning. I would not be having a field day if I was scuba diving. I'd be so anxious that my oxygen tank would run out and I'd be freaking dead. If you need a tank to scuba dive. Yes, Texas is one big state for sure. Sorry to hear that you can't swim. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, it sucks, doesn't it? I almost drowned in a lake when I was 6. Damn. That's where it stems from me. I feel like this is a very Portuguese thing to do. I could be wrong, but a lot of my cousins have experienced the same thing, but they're not afraid of swimming. It's the fact that a lot of, I don't know, it's just, I guess it's not just my nationality, because it could be anyone, but it's happened throughout my family, I guess, so I guess I could say this. But I remember my Portuguese uncle. I think this is where it stemmed for me, from why I'm afraid of swimming. Is he would just freaking pick me up when I was like 5 probably. Unexpectedly, I didn't know what was going on. I was having fun. Yeah, I get picked up, thrown in the water. I remember that. My cousin's crap. Am I okay? It's reconnecting. Am I good? Is the live stream okay? I really hope so. But yeah, I would get thrown in the water, and even freaking my cousins will experience the same thing from not my uncle, but some other family members. But just get thrown right in there, thrown in the water. Good luck. And that's where it stemmed from me. They'll be like, hey, Valky, Noah, Valky, touch Linda. Titi, e não caís, Titi. E não gosto água. Mariah says, I can teach you to swim in a way you never forget. It's all about being able to float. I can't float, but I would love to get taught by you. Let's see. Jeffrey says, then he got out of the lake quick. That's awful. That's awful, Jeffrey. That experience must have been horrible. My mom wasn't watching me for a minute, and he did that as a prank. I gulped in water as he brought me up. Really? Scared the hell out of me. I puked teenager, held my head under the... Oh, shit. Okay, so... Yeah, that's awful. That's awful. Jackie says, just had to try it a few times. It was a lot of panic. I believe it. But I done it, had to prove it to my son, who is a scuba diver instructor. Really? Okay, I did not know that. That's awesome. Good for him. Lisa says, I'm crap at swimming, but love the water. I like the water too. I can't float. I like being by the beach. I like to put my feet in the freaking water, you know. But hey, Susan, welcome in. You know what? I'll keep the live stream going for another 30 minutes. I have another 30 minutes. We can fit in a few 30 minutes. We're okay. Let's do this. This is fun. So Jeffrey, I somewhat relate. To that. Not expecting that to happen. You know, be like being underwater all so suddenly, without knowing what's going on. That's scary. Mariah says, much love all. I have a bunch of work to do. No worries. And some painting. Wait, painting work? You paint, Mariah? I did not know that. Much love, no one. PS. Swimming is the best. Fuck you, Mariah. Swimming's not good. Don't swim. No, but seriously though, I would love to see some of your paintings. That's awesome. I did not know you paint. Good on you. Hey, Laura, welcome in. We got Laura Rosside in chat too. Got Susan in chat, Central Mass. Jay can relate to me. Yeah, I don't know, I've tried. I've tried to swim in the past. And I got down a couple times, but those times were so far apart that I know for a fact when I start swimming again, I won't be able to swim. I'd forget what I got taught. Tina's still in chat. Good to hear. Laura and Susan, how y'all doing? Really hope everyone's doing well. Oh, you're painting your steps. But I draw and paint artistically too. That's awesome. My plant just freaking... Oh, that's really sad. I think my plant is dying. I feed it water, but it's a money tree. I just saw one of the stems just fall. That's so sad. I've had it for a long time. Mariah says, I am painting my steps, but I draw and paint artistically too. I will send you some of my work. Please, I would love to see your work, Mariah. And let me see the steps when they're done. Let me see these painting, this painted steps when you're done. I would love to see them. It sounds like a good time. Wait, Bruce is here? Welcome in, Bruce. How you doing? Dude, I bet you had such a fun time scaring those people in October. Susan says, we need to get together, Noah. Maybe early next year. I'm down. I'm down. We live pretty close. I don't see why not. I go to Central Massachusetts a lot. It's not that far of a drive. I don't see why not. I'm down. Maybe Spider-Gate Cemetery. Jackie says, too much, too little. I'm wrong place. Plant. So money trees don't really require a lot of water. So I've been steadily watering it over time, every like couple of days. But right now it's not looking good for it. It's kind of drooping down. And it's sad because I had this money tree for a long time. But I was gone for Colorado and I left my plant here just chilling. And I think that's what, when I was gone for vacation across the country is when I came back, this plant's pretty much not okay and it sucks. So I water it every once in a while, like we're supposed to with money trees. Jay says, I try to stay far enough away from the bottom that I can still stand. Yes, you know. The man, the myth, the legend. You're talking about yourself, homie. You're the legend. Susan says, Spider Gates, yes, anytime, just reach out. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you. Always down for a Spider Gates investigation. Always. Jeffrey says, excuse me, hold on. Excuse me. What will happen to that train set you found in that abandoned house? Excuse me again. Okay. Too bad someone can't rescue it and other stuff there. I know, right? I wish I can rescue all that stuff in that abandoned house, but I have to respect these abandoned houses. Like, I only take pictures and leave footprints. What I think was going to happen to that house, full of all those beautiful train sets and decorations. I'm gonna be honest, I think it's gonna get demolished, like it always does with these abandoned houses. Those specific abandoned houses don't often get renovated. They just get left to the elements for so long to where you walk in there and there's fiberglass and freaking paint particles just galore. So what I think, Jeff, is that that house that we explored, that whole train set and everything, I think personally, it's just gonna fall apart. The ceilings are already falling apart. It's not in good condition at all. Um, I don't want to take anything to save them because honestly, even though that's good intentions, I don't want to. I just don't want to take anything from there. It's not my place. Um, it's not my place to do anything besides film it. I cannot show the pictures on the wall, the family photos. I walk in there, blur out the photos, explore it, leave with nothing in my hands besides my camera. I have to leave it. I have to leave everything behind. I can't save them. Even if it's something very valuable, I can't. I'd feel so guilty. Maybe need to change the soil. Thank you. Probably. That's probably the case. I should change the soil. Thank you for that, Laura, because this is my first plant that I've been taking care of. And I felt like I was doing a really good job for a long while, but yeah, thank you. I think that might be the case. That might be the case. I would feel really shitty when this plant dies in my arms. I don't want it to die. This plant is a living thing. I'm responsible for it. Jackie says, is that one of the things I have always... That is one of the things I have always loved you. I think I'm missing the context. God dang. Jacob Killer. Jackie says. I'm missing the context. God damn it. What we got? I think I do need to change the soil. I think that's exactly it, Laura. Jeffrey says, I'm wondering if abandoned homes in the United States get sold by banks or not tax paid and the city gets the house and everything in it. I should know that, but I don't. I need someone's help on that. If they know. So we can't take anything at all. Still sucks. It does suck. It's awful. Jeffrey says, no worries. Understand why you don't take anything and can't show the pictures and the past owners. Yeah, you understand, homie. You understand. Yeah, it is pretty sad the house is falling apart. We are going back there again this week. That same spot. And we're going to just explore it again. I'm not going to do a paranormal investigation there because of how much black mold there is inside of that house. But there was just so much stuff left behind that I could not get to everything. There was a whole room full of board games. Like, countless board games. And I was nerding out pretty bad. I was like, dude, this is freaking sick. I forget who mentioned it. One of our audience members, Sheila. Sheila stated in the comments on Halloween Day when I uploaded the video, she says she was hoping that she would see the board game Sorry while she was watching the video. I'm going to see if I can find that board game inside that house for her. I'm going to see if I can find it. Would be really cool. I promised her that. I gotta see. I gotta go back there and find out. But that place had everything. Everything. For the longest time, I've been wanting to find an abandoned house that had a whole ass train set in it. Dream came true. Finally. Massachusetts has so many abandoned locations. Every single town almost has one at least. And when I first started a channel about almost 5 years ago now, I barely knew any. But things snowball when you know how it is. What you like is what you attract, right? So the more I explored these abandoned houses, the more information I would get from other people of new houses that I didn't know about. And nowadays, I have a whole list of abandoned houses that I haven't been to yet, that I know of the addresses of, and it's a whole snowball effect. You know what I mean? When you like something, stuff just more like all that stuff that you like kind of occurs more often for you. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. So the more I explored, the more I attracted the stuff that I wanted to see. You know? Very interesting. Very interesting how the world works like that, right? Fascinating, honestly. Jeff says, sad it is falling apart. Oh yeah, sad as stuff goes bad too. Exactly. Exactly. Susan says, yes, Jeffrey, but properties end up getting sold by auction or demolished. Yes, but yep. But I don't know, like the whole thing is like I don't know why. They get demolished for like freaking apartments and shit, right? But like what gave them the green light is what I've always wondered. You know what I mean? A lot of things this year, a lot of abandoned houses this year that I knew of that I've explored in the past have been demolished. It's a very unfortunate year for a lot of abandoned locations here in Massachusetts. My hometown has 7 abandoned houses on a road called Boston Road. It leads all the way to Boston, Massachusetts. And there was 7 in one town on that same road. And majority of them this year have been demolished. And that's not only just my hometown, it's so many other places. A lot of places that I know in Rhode Island, that got demolished this year too. Connecticut, awful, because those abandoned houses are history. You know what I mean? That's I don't know. I'd rather see abandoned houses get refurbished, instead of being deleted and expunged, in order to create parking lots in a fucking damn McDonald's. You know what I mean? That's not right. That's not right. Or apartments that we all can't afford. You know what I mean? Let's see. Money talks. Yeah. Money does talk. Let's see. Wait, hold on. Did I read that right? Yes, board games. Yep. All right, team. Or another Dunkin' Donuts. Exactly. Oh my god. Goddamn Dunkin' Donuts. All right, what do you think, Susan? Do you like Dunkin' Donuts? Personally, I think it's overrated. Very overrated. I feel like it declined over time. Before it used to be somewhat decent, in my opinion, but nowadays it's just slop. It's absolute Dunkin' slop. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts is overhyped. For what? And for what? They never get our coffees right. And they throw away all the donuts at the end of the night. Give that to homeless people, please. Like what? Like why do they throw all the donuts away? You can give that off. You can donate them to some freaking people outside that are struggling. Why are we throwing them out? Awful. Absolutely despicable. Heard about that in Canada. Huh. We're talking about, well, okay, Fawn says those mansions in Canada that are abandoned got taken down by developers. Okay, that's what Jeffrey was. Okay, I see. Huh. Did not know about that. Laura says, I love Dunkin' coffee, hate the donuts. Fair. Fair enough. I feel like it's a hit or miss with the coffee, to be honest. Yes, Jackie, yep. 100% agree with waste and homelessness. Yep. Yes, yeah, isn't that crazy? They're not allowed to give it out. Just in case somebody gets sick, they could be sued. Yeah, fair. That's fair. But like, I don't know. Julie just got the notification. That's okay, Julie. Good to see you here, my friend. Jeffrey says, do you like Starbucks? Every once in a while. Once in a while, as in like very rarely. But I like it. I don't go often. Is what I'm trying to say. I like it. I just don't go often at all. As of right now, I like going to Starbucks in the winter because of the peppermint mocha. That's really about it. Even then, I still skip that during winter sometimes because I don't know, Starbucks is expensive. I can just buy my own coffee and make it myself. Starbucks has delicious muffins, pastries too. Yes. I like the what's it called? The spinach wrap thing. It's pretty good. Although I think I can make it way better, to be honest. I'm really proud of cooking. Freaking love my cooking so much. Ask Annie. She loves my cooking. I can cook really good. I can make that spinach wrap in Starbucks way better than what they can. Even though the bar is kind of low for a fast food place, but still. Tendril says you can make all these coffees at home. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, for a fraction of the price. Exactly. Just what I was saying. Yeah, for sure. And good to see you here, my friend. How have you been? Laura says, I agree it's wrong. I think that they should give them to the homeless shelters and soup kitchens. Exactly. Or free invite for dinner. Spot on. It's over mine. Wait, hold on. Wait, someone says, Jeffrey, I like hot cocoa Hershey's. Yes, that's a good one. It's over mine says, question. Did you capture evidence of the paranormal? Oh, did you ever capture evidence of the paranormal? Did you ever had a paranormal experience, something that you could not explain? Yes. Much love from Portugal. Which part of Portugal? Because my family is from Saint Miguel in the Azores. Eu falo português também. Which part of Portugal? Yes. Okay. So yes. I was just mentioning earlier, a couple hours ago, that we heard a woman. She died. She died by, unfortunately, being taken advantage of. Awful, bad business. In a abandoned. How's it called? It's a religious theme park in Waterbury, Connecticut. Her name was Chloe. I just did an urban exploration there 2 years ago. And while I was exploring, I did not know this place had any history besides it being a failed theme park. I did not know someone died there. A majority of you do know about the story anyways, because it is on video on my channel. And I've explained it way too many times. But we heard a help on camera. It's not through an EVP. It's not through a spirit box. It's through my microphone, through my camera. And I heard it while reviewing the footage to upload the video. And then I looked at the history and learned that, well, a 13-year-old girl died there. Some guy took advantage of her, and he only is in jail for 50 years. He should be in jail for life, but only sentenced 50 years. You're telling me he's going to go back to this world? I don't know. He should be stuck in the cell for life. But anyways, yeah, we heard Help. That was 2 years ago. And there was plenty more. There was Abandoned Mansion that we heard children giggling in. A lot of things from the Spirit Box that I believe that was something. EVPs from children giggling in a cemetery in Rhode Island. There was plenty of audio stuff. A lot more audio than visual. Through my 8 years of investigating. Only 8 years. But majority of it is just audio, to be honest. I've seen shadow figures in the night, and I believe shadow figures during the day is null and void. But shadow figures at night is something. I've seen a shadow figure in real life, and that was in a cemetery around 12 a.m. Like I said, if a place is haunted, the place is haunted, no matter what time of day it is. And I saw a shadow figure in 2021. It was in that cemetery in Rhode Island. That cemetery is the border of Massachusetts. It's inside of the cemetery. And the cemetery is called Precious Blood Cemetery. And you can see a shadow figure. What I saw was a shadow figure dashing throughout the graves. And I was just setting up. So I don't know how my camera's on yet. But I freaking ran toward that motherfucker to see if I can grab it by the neck. And I could not. It vanished by the time I ran towards it. But other than that, nothing. A few things from a Abandoned Mansion that got demolished 2 years ago. And it is on camera in some of my videos. Shared some evidence on camera from Precious Blood Cemetery. Fort Revere in Hull, Massachusetts has a lot. Crazy shit came from that place. Yes, I've got a lot of audio more than anything, but let me know if you captured anything. It's over mine. Let me know. Been sick like a dog. I'm sorry, my friend. That's awful. Working. Oh, you're working? How have you been? I've been doing well. I really hope that you feel better, brother. Everything's all positive for me. I'm staying positive. Other than that, yeah, I mean, it's all been the same recently. Can't complain. Fawn says, I like hot chocolate during the winter months. Me too. Jeffrey says, well, it's supper time. Have a good night and week. Talk to you soon. Going off here now. Good night, everyone. Have a good night, Jeffrey. Thank you so much. You take care out there, brother. Much love to you. Really? Okay, interesting. Jagger says, too sexy, the Portuguese. É só fala pequenina. I'm a freaking... what can I say right now? Agora é que café com leite, mas é que and nesse café eu quero o chá. Eu quero chá com leite agora. I was saying that I want coffee. Wait, no, I don't want coffee. I want tea instead of with milk. Jeffrey says, good night, Noah. I meant to put your name. Sorry, no worries, bro. Have a good night, brother. You and Lou, much love. You and your family, you guys take care out there. Keeping happy and healthy, my friend. Got Peter? Do I see Peter in chat? Welcome in, Private Life Official. Mr. Peter, what's going on, homie? Good to see you, my friend. I love you. I love you. It's over mine. Good to see another fellow Portuguese person in this freaking chat right now. Hell yeah. That's awesome. All right, Fawn, you take care. Much love. All right, Tina. I'll see you soon. Thank you for catching up with me. It's good to see you. It's always good talking to you. It's a pleasure. Julie says, "Yep, doesn't matter what time of day. It's rare, very rare to actually catch on film." Exactly. Yeah. It's over mine. Says only shadow figures and some explainable bangs. Okay, interesting, huh? Huh. Was the shadow figures during the day or night? Let me know. Jackie says, "LOL, still sounded sexy with the tea and coffee." 10 says, "I catch a lot of flack from the paranormal community sometimes." Fair. I probably get flack in the paranormal community. Not on camera, but behind the scenes, probably. I don't know, maybe not. I build houses for a living, and because of that, I don't consider knocks and taps as evidence. Understandable. I respect that big time. Too many variables. Exactly. Now, what would convince me would be like, hey, like, give me a knock. Give me 3 knocks if you're there. And if I get 3 knocks back, then I'll believe it. As long as it's profound enough, we all can hear it. You know what I mean? Peter says, "I'm good, thanks. I'll be ghost hunting soon." Hell yeah, dude. Good. Let me know how that goes, homie. Keep me updated. So looking forward to that. On the other side, I'm still not a believer due to my own beliefs as much as my mind is open. Fair enough. And that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I respect that too. So as of right now, I have a team of 11. But I'm not the lead. What I want to do in the future is I want to create my own team. But I want my standards are kind of weird. I mostly want skeptics in my team, to be honest. As weird as that sounds, I want skeptics. I don't really want a lot of believers in my team. But also, skeptics wouldn't want to join a team, so that's kind of catch-22, I guess. I'll bring my 500,000 luminance light. Damn, dude. Dude, everyone's going to see you from miles. Julie says, "I'm a skeptical believer." Me too, honey. Me too. Same way. I'm a skeptic believer. Nowadays, I'm more of a skeptic than a believer, but I retreat that. Take that back. I'm more heavy on skeptic than believer nowadays. But I'm still a believer. Thank you, Peter. I appreciate that, brother. Would love to have you part of my team. I wish you lived closer, though. Peter says, "Yes, it's powerful, and I want something to show itself in the light." Fair. Peter, if you're going out, bring an IR light camera. Don't bring the night vision cameras, because night vision cameras, they seem to they pull light out of nowhere. And ghosts, they're not lights. They're something else. They're temperature. They could be water vapor combined with freaking electromagnetic fields from the plants or the planet, from the air itself. So I would bring an IR light camera with an IR light attachment. We cannot capture a ghost if we do not have something to collect evidence on. The camera is the most important tool. People say their own body is the most important tool, and I do agree with that, and so, to some extent. At the same time, I believe that cameras are more better because cameras, we get to share that evidence. We can go out with nothing as a paranormal investigator, no cameras, no tools, nothing, and we can see something, but who's going to believe us? But if we have a camera, we can share people what we captured, And that's more, what's the word for it? That's more credible. It's more credible. So I believe that cameras are the most important tool when you're ghost hunting. So Peter, definitely bring a camera, but don't bring a regular night vision. Bring an IR. Because IR is it's working on a different light spectrum than any other camera. And it seems to, it just so happens that it's able to capture in between where we are and where they are. But definitely bring an IR light attachment so it can light up the infrared spectrum. You definitely need that. You need to flood the area of IR as much as you can, so you have a better chance of capturing a ghost. Let's see. Susan says, I would be happy to collab with you, Noah, on investigations. That'll be freaking sick. We have to do it early this year, or early next year, 2026. We have to, Susan. We have to. Maybe we could go to Salem, go to Howard Street Cemetery or something. Would be pretty cool. Or Spider Gates. Spider Gates, Howard Street Cemetery. Maybe Concord, Mass. Old North Bridge. Maybe the Haunted Swamp in Bridgewater. Let's see. Julie says, I'd like to find someone to go with, but zero luck. It's hard. It's so hard. I can relate to that, Julie. I can relate to that. It's very hard sometimes to find someone to go with because there's not a lot of paranormal investigators out there, to be honest. And I don't know, like, I'm very picky who I go out with because I take guilty by association very seriously when it comes to my passion. I don't go along with bullshit. So if someone's faking it, if someone's using a device that I don't believe in, I'll call it out. So like if they're using a EMF meter in a place that has power, EMF is not a valid form of evidence. So I'll just call it out how it is not a valid tool. You know what I mean? I don't know. I people can do whatever they want, and that's fine. But I don't want to surround myself with people that want to fake things because I don't want to be a part of that. I want to stay far away from that. Like, for example, if you guys remember, what's his name? Colin from the Paranormal Files, when he was on his live stream, after I debunked him, he was like, oh yeah, well, if you want, you can go to Texas and investigate with me. And on the live, I was like, no, bro. I'm not investigating with you. Like, I'm not in it for the money. And if I investigate with you, I will lose all of my credibility, in my opinion. I can't be like Zach Bagans where I just sell out. I can't. It's not me. Let's see. John's back. Good. The most important tool when ghost hunting is a large set of balls. Yes. Yes, John. Yep. Julia says, I do not need anyone to believe me. If someone truly knows me, they would believe me. Fair. Fair. For me, I'm different. Because I need someone to, I don't know, if I capture something and someone doesn't believe me, I feel kind of disappointed. I'm like, fuck. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I'll do anything to capture evidence. So I'm the opposite. If that makes sense. I'm definitely not wise. I'm not wise, Jackie. No way. I'm dumb as rocks and as dull as rusted iron. John says, literally right next to CarMax and Curry Painting on Route 9 in Westboro, Massachusetts is a abandoned house with the front door wide open. You can see directly into the living rooms. That's sick. Good to know. So basically, if you're heading west from Worcester right before the CarMax and Curry painting is abandoned house. Okay, fair enough. Is it next to that abandoned? What's it called? The abandoned school of boys, whatever it's called. I haven't been to Westboro for an abandoned spot in a long time. Susan says, I agree, Noah. I am by myself. I used to have a team. I thought I caught a voice from the voice recorder, and I was over the wall excited. The video, though, showed my team members speaking into it. Oh, really? Okay. And I was over the wall. I would be too. I'd be so excited. Yes, it is. It is truly best to go alone. It really is. Going alone is so much better because you have that peace of mind of not really having that much interference from other people. If I do go with people, I kind of take this weird direction with it. I don't like having all of us split up while investigating. I don't. Because of the fact that that'll cause a lot of interference. So if half my team was on the other side of the freaking the haunted house, and me and one other person from my team is on this side of the house, who's to say that if we capture something in this room while my other part of the team is on the other side of the room, our evidence will be null and void because that could be anything because of the fact that there's other people in the house with us. You know what I mean? That makes sense? So I like when all of us are together in one place when we're investigating as a team. Especially, this is how I like to do it. I like having, bringing at least 6 of us in a circle, back to back, and having all of our cameras, and we move together. My freaking tripod. We move together because we'll cover the whole ground. And anything that we hear, if there's not a lot of noise pollution or whatever, then it could be something because all of us are in one spot instead of separated. You know what I mean? Being alone is just way more preferable though, for sure. Let's see. Peter says, I've been saving money for such an occasion. I can invest in an IR camera plus attachments. Luckily, they're pretty cheap. You can get good ones on Amazon for like freaking $40. Not the IR light attachment though. They're about like 30. But even still, so altogether, what? $70, $80 altogether. But you also need the battery pack too, because that IR light camera will die rather swiftly because of the fact that since it's using IR, it's gonna kill the battery pretty quick. 10 says, not to stir up drama, but after Colin playing patty cakes of Nicholas Clocks, a real life murder and cannibal, I vowed never to give Paranormal Files another view. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't really watch his stuff anymore. He used to, I don't know. I used to watch his stuff when I was, 2016, 2017. Back in the day, though, he used to debunk while investigating, I mean. Back then, he used to be like, I don't believe this. I don't believe this. And nowadays, he's gone a whole different direction. But before COVID, he was way different. It's very strange. But I can understand that, 10, totally. I can understand that. I guess the money got to him, right? Never let money change you. Never let money change you. Please. It's bad business. John says, there's a ton of abandoned creepy houses in the Yes, in New York. Yep. Oh, I believe it. New York just has immensely crazy freaking abandoned houses everywhere. It's nuts. It's nuts. Upstate has way too many. 10 says, much prefer real channels like yours. Thank you, homie, that aren't just trying to get views at all costs. Appreciate that, brother. Thank you. No matter if my videos get 100 views, I'm still gonna have to upload every Saturday. Freaking, I'm 5 years in. 5 years into this YouTube channel, I still can only break 100 views. That's fine. I have to keep freaking going. It has hurt me in the past with depression and shit. My YouTube has fucked me up in the past mentally. But I just gotta keep going, man. There's no stopping this fucking train. I gotta keep going. Life's always up, down, normal. It is what it is. We just gotta keep pushing through. Thank you, homie. Thank you, Ten. I appreciate that. Thank you for watching. That really means a lot to me. John says, bring the Middle Ages. People believe that witches would possess people and force them to eat each other. People's entrails like their guts and cannibalistic practices. I'm not surprised. Julie says, there are no abandoned houses in rural areas around me. Do you live in America, Julie, or do you live in the UK? Which country do you live in? Peter says, I have power banks for days. Me too. I own about 5. Me too. I have 6 battery packs. And they all just die because my phone needs all of them. Because it dies in 2 seconds. Yep, hell yeah, Peter. Good respect. 5 battery packs, that's a good amount. Good amount. Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're safe to go out ghost hunting for the whole night. And then some. John says, during the Middle Ages, people believed witches would possess people and force them to eat, yep, other people's intestines. Jesus Christ, that's awful. 10 says, I still think that a channel like yours that's straight up, would be the one to show something groundbreaking eventually. Yes. Yes. Because I believe that just because of the fact that we keep going to the same locations over and over. So you guys get to see that progress of getting nothing in the same locations constantly until one day, boom, you get something. You know what I mean? Julie says, I will not have to worry about that. I'll never have money. Me neither. We're freaking broke. But that's okay. 10 says, I do hope your views go through the roof. Thank you, homie. I appreciate that. But I'm glad you don't compromise in the meantime. Never. Never. You guys know me. But freaking, I don't know how long I've been live streaming for 2.5 years since I've been live streaming. Never changed, dude. I'm never changing. Jackie says, you beat it and you're still here and growing. Yes. I beat that depression for now. That was rough. You remember that, Jackie. That was a rough time. That was so bad. Laura says, yes, the Adirondack. There's a lot of empty places, but don't get caught on the property. Everything is posted big truck. Yes, yeah. Yeah, when Annie and I went to New York a couple of times, we saw a lot of abandoned places, but a lot of them do have those signs. Yep, for sure. Laura, thank you for sticking around. I appreciate that big time. I know, always, Peter. The game is on. I will have more than you soon enough. Okay, yep, fair. I believe in you, Peter. And Kansas. Okay, yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, Kansas is pretty flat, isn't it? Kansas is flat, right? Or has those, like, white kind of, all those things, plateau things. Yeah, Kansas is pretty empty, right? Pretty empty state. Or am I wrong? Yes, you understand, Jackie. Yeah. Life is all about ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. We're okay. John says, in some folklore, werewolves are created by, oh God. Sorcerers or witches who cast spells or use enchanted items like wolf skins or pelts to transform a person into a wolf, often as an act of revenge. Do you imagine werewolves are real? I mean, technically, if you really believe you're a werewolf and like freaking go out and howl and shit, maybe I guess werewolves are real. You know what I mean? If you're really truly convinced, if you're a really hairy man, crawling all fours purposely, identify as a werewolf and then freaking go out there and howl at the moon. I mean, werewolves are real, right? Let's see. Rawside says, that's why I don't go in the empty buildings up there. Don't want to get shot in the ass. Fair. That's like New Hampshire. Same way. You walk into a abandoned house, you could easily get shot. 10 says, I guess those folks with the crazy body hair conditions are pretty close. All right, team. It's almost been 3 hours. I'm going to head off. What time is it? Oh, I have to head off. Yeah, Annie and I are supposed to hang out around 7 with some friends. We have flatlands in Kansas, hills, forests, deserts too. That's sick. Flint Hills. I really want to go to Kansas one day because my favorite video game takes place in that state. Thank you, Laura. I appreciate it. I'll tell Annie that you guys said happy birthday to her. What day is it? What's the date? I mean, 15th or 16th? 16th, right? So her birthday was 2 days ago. Thank you, everyone, for listening. I appreciate you all being here today. Love talking to every single one of you. You guys are freaking amazing. I love you all. Thank you for sticking around for this long. That means so much to me. Lisa, much love. I love you. I love you, Jackie. I love Julie. I love everyone here from 10, John, everyone, Laura, everyone here. You guys are fantastic. Take care, Peter. I love you too. Who else? I want to say goodbye to everybody like always. Every single live stream I do this, I want to say goodbye to everyone who's in chat. Susan, thank you so much for listening. I appreciate that. We will investigate together soon. Would be fantastic to see you one day. Have a good night, Central. Peter, have a good time. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, brother. John says a pair of anguish, a torture device inserted into the mouth, rectum, or other body cavities. It would be expanded. Oh, God. Using a screw, stretching the victim's flesh to unbearable size. That's crazy. That's some crazy shit. God damn. When did they use that shit? All right, John, have a good night. Who else? I want to say goodbye to everybody. Type in chat. I say goodbye to 10. I guess it's everyone. I'll give you all 1 minute. Whoever hasn't said goodbye yet. One more minute. Maybe 30 seconds. We'll see. Cheers. Ding. This is an ugly ass can. Look at this. Yellow and blue, really? Gross. I guess that's everybody. All right, team, much love. I'll see you all soon. Have a good one. I'll see you on Saturday. Ta-ta. I love you too, Jackie. U.S. Army, have a good night. I'll catch you soon, brother. It's good to see you in chat, homie. Good talking to you. All right, loves. Ta-ta. For real this time. For real. Bye, Jay. Jay, have a good night. Have a good night, Jay. I'll see you soon, brother. Much love. And Jay, thank you. Thank you for earlier. That means so much. You did not have to do that. Did not have to do that, homie. But thank you. I'll see you soon, brother. Hopefully I'll see you on the next live because, Jay, you are amazing. Keeping cool. Rock on. All right. Goodbye for real this time, unless someone says goodbye. Bye, all. Wait, is Rose still in here? If Rose is still watching, have a good night, Rose. Miss Silver Hayes. All right, bye-bye.